I need to ask you all a very important question. What do you want? Do you want health or do you want chronic disease? If you want health, you have to be willing to make changes, and you have to make those changes through what you eat and what you do physically. If you're not prepared to make those changes, then you're probably not in this program for the right reasons. If you want to have health and wellness, you have to change what you eat. And we're going to begin today by talking about your breakfast. So this whole week, what we're going to do is we're going to work on transforming what you eat for breakfast and totally create a new breakfast that's going to take you down the road to reaching optimal health and wellness. But you have to be willing to make changes within your diet, add certain foods, take away certain foods so that you can reach success or have success. So we're going to begin today by learning not only what components make up an optimal health breakfast, but then I'm also going to show you ways that you can do it and make it taste great. So we need to first understand one very important point, and that is every single day you should start your day with an optimal health breakfast. Every single day. Every time that you wake up in the morning, you need to have something that's healthy for your body to kickstart its metabolic rate, take yourself out of the starvation state, and start metabolizing foods the way that your body's supposed to metabolize them for successful weight loss, weight maintenance, weight gain, whatever your goals are. We have to get up and have breakfast every morning. It's essential. Eating an optimal health breakfast will help you reach your daily fiber, calcium, carbohydrate, and protein goals. And it's also going to help you limit how much of the sodium, saturated fat, and cholesterol that you consume, which will take your body away from reaching optimal health. So the more sodium, saturated fat, and cholesterol that you consume, the more health risk that you're at risk for. Okay, so it's serving two purposes. It's getting the nutrients, the vitamins, minerals, and all the other things that you need for health, and it's going to limit how much of the junk that you do consume. Your goal with your optimal health breakfast is also going to be to keep your blood sugar within that fat burning zone that we talked about the other day. It is key. This type of breakfast will make your blood sugar rise slowly over time, keep it within the fat burning zone, and then it will slowly lower over time, signaling to you again that it's time to eat. That's what this is going to help provide you. And your breakfast should provide you with all of these following things. It should provide you with little or no empty calories. And what I mean by that is all the sweeteners and the processed sugars that cereal boxes and oatmeals will add to their products to make it taste good. You need to learn to eliminate or very much restrict how much of those foods that you eat on a regular basis. We need to eat little or no artificial sweeteners or preservatives. So basically a rule of thumb, if you're eating it out of a box, out of a can, out of a bag, it's probably going to be high in empty calories like artificial sweeteners and preservatives and sodium and all those other things. We need to have very little sodium from our optimal health breakfast because throughout the day you're going to be getting sodium from other foods and food sources. So at breakfast time we need to limit how much total sodium that we do consume. We need to get lots of fiber. People who eat an optimal health breakfast in the morning start their day off with a very high fiber intake, and that typically leads to reaching your fiber goals each day. People who don't have a high fiber breakfast won't even come close to their fiber intake. So it's essential that we start off with a whole grain cereal, oatmeal type of food, and then I'm going to show you how to add some other things into that to boost a fiber intake even more. This is a great time to provide our bodies with the calcium that it needs. Whether you're male or female, it does not matter. You need to meet your body's calcium requirements. And you're going to get that from skim milk or soy milk. The soy milk's there for those of you who are either vegetarian or lactose intolerant. You're still going to get the same amount of milligrams of calcium if you choose the soy milk. We need to get in essential fats. And we can do that by adding healthy peanut butters, and I'm going to show you ground flaxseed and how that can boost not only your fiber intake, but it's Mother Nature's source of omega-3 fatty acids. It's our number one source from the plant world is flaxseed. So we're going to get into the habit of adding that to our breakfast every morning. We also need to make sure, this is probably the most important point, is to get the mix of fats, carbohydrates, and proteins in the right amounts. That's what's going to keep your blood sugar within that fat burning zone and help you obtain your goals. So let's go ahead now and learn what components we need and how we create that perfect breakfast. And we're going to start it off with choosing a 100% grain product that contains 2 ingredients or less. Okay, so you're going to learn how to read food labels next week, a lot better than what you currently do right now. But when you look at the ingredients list, you're looking for grain products that contain 2 ingredients or less. Those products are going to provide you with the most fiber and going to be the best for you. You're going to look to add a serving or 2 of fruit every morning to that whole grain. You're going to learn to add flaxseed, and we're going to add the ground flaxseed because it's much more easily digestible from your intestinal tract point of view than the whole seed. We're going to add that calcium source. Okay, we're going to choose skim milk or soy milk, and that's going to help boost our calcium intake. We're going to add a healthy protein source other than milk, and that's where, things like peanut butters, yogurts, and egg whites are going to come in. These are more breakfasty type of protein sources. So you're going to learn and know how to choose some of these options to add that protein to your meal. And then the next lesson, which is right underneath this one whenever you click on your assignments, is I'm going to actually demonstrate to you an optimal health breakfast that I eat every single morning. There's not a day that I start that doesn't include this breakfast. And it's for anybody's calorie budget, whether or not you need 1,200 calories or 3,000 calories. This meal is for you, and you can see there that it provides just a little over 350 calories per serving. It has 15 grams of protein, only 13 grams of fat, 50 grams of carbohydrates, 8 grams of fiber, 256 milligrams of calcium, 134 milligrams of sodium, only 2 grams of saturated fat, only 4 milligrams of cholesterol. It is how I would recommend you start your day. So click on the video below and it'll open up that demonstration so you can see how I create an optimal health breakfast.